This is Nightline.
Tonight, more than skin deep.
It reveals so much.
Those with access to cutting-edge technology, like Kris Jenner, paying thousands for full-body medical scans. Former Bachelorette Ali Fedotowsky and husband Kevin Mano claim his scan may have saved his life.
Kevin has thyroid cancer and had 0 symptoms before we found out.
People everywhere shelling out big bucks to look within.
This is where I want to spend my money.
But are there risks in trying to find out what the future might hold? Plus, Blake versus Justin.
I want to see you again.
Now you see me.
Blake Lively alleging other women on the It Ends With Us set also felt uncomfortable with Justin Baldoni, and they're prepared to testify.
Reputation is fluid. It can change so quickly.
Baldoni denying all claims. His lawyer on the Hot Mic show slamming Ryan Reynolds' SNL joke.
I'm unaware of anybody, frankly, whose wife has been sexually harassed and has made jokes about that type of situation.
And an Instagram pup date on the young seal found wandering the streets of a New England city. How his rescuers say he might have ended up there and where he's headed next. Thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Ramos. Tonight, in the never-ending quest to hack our health, comes technology now available to anyone who can afford it, allowing doctors to see every millimeter of the human body, what's ailing us and what we're not even aware of yet. This imaging doesn't come cheap, but fans of the scans say knowing what's under their skin is worth the investment. Here's ABC's Deborah Roberts.
This is such a big scan because it reveals so much.
From the Kardashians' matriarch herself,
I'm just excited to get my results.
to Goop wellness guru Gwyneth Paltrow posting on Instagram,
Going into Prenuvo for my full body scan.
celebrities with access to the best health tech out there are paying thousands of dollars out of pocket for full body medical scans, just for a peek at what's under their skin. Former Bachelorette Ali Fedotowsky and husband Kevin Mano sharing on Instagram.
Kevin has thyroid cancer and had 0 symptoms before we found out.
The biggest players in elective body scans, Prenuvo and Ezra, claiming to help detect disease before symptoms even arise, sharing compelling patient testimonials.
The feedback from the medical team was, you've caught this so early that your chances of a cure are probably about 80%.
So for my 50th birthday, my husband was like, do you want to go to Paris? And I was like, I want to go to Prenuvo.
Could they revolutionize the future of healthcare?
We're comprehensively looking through every organ in the body to screen for cancer, aneurysms, and 500 other conditions that we cover.
But not everybody's buying into the hype. Some of America's most prominent medical institutions criticizing these popular scans, saying there's no documented evidence body scans are effective in prolonging life, and that the risks include mental anguish and high rates of false positives. But with alarming headlines about rising cancer rates, some people are looking beyond the recommended screening tests for answers.
This is exactly what we need to be talking about, because the underlying motivation for this, I completely understand. People are seeing things that we're not catching in other ways, and they're saying there's got to be a different or better way. But the problem is the science actually hasn't caught up yet with the worry.
Even shrewd entrepreneur Damon Johns sharing his experience.
I already got back all these images. Health is wealth, and I don't have any investment. I don't know anything about the company.
He's the founder of iconic lifestyle brand FUBU.
FUBU, MBA 99, FUBU.
Tonight on Shark Tank.
And one of the original judges of ABC's Shark Tank.
I am offering you $200,000 for 20%, and then we'll just get to work.
8 years ago, this father of 3 beat thyroid cancer, and since then has become hyper health conscious.
I started going on this journey for longevity and to constantly stay on top of my health the same way I stay on top of my businesses. I keep trying to monitor and do various things. I'm consciously trying to find better ways to biohack my life and my body. All right, here goes the machine.
Beyond cancer checkups every 6 months, the 55-year-old now also includes full-body magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI scans, to his annual routine.
Now I'm about to go into that thing. I don't know if cancer's anywhere else in my body. This is a second level or a second layer of what I think is insurance to me.
That extra layer can be a double-edged sword.
Boom! Aneurysm. I see something that says here, listen, may represent a small something Baker cyst. All I saw in there was aneurysm in my leg. I started freaking out.
2 years ago, his scan came back with the finding of a possible aneurysm.
I was very scared because I'm not a doctor. I don't know what that means. But it concerned me enough to make sure I got it checked.
A follow-up biopsy revealed it was actually benign, which by all measures is the best outcome. But it's the fear of the unknown that critics of elective scans point to as potentially stress-inducing, costly, and unnecessary with follow-up testing.
Was it worth getting? Absolutely. 120%. I'm going to have a Prenuvo scan every year because now I even have something to compare it against.
Until recently, MRIs were only available in medical settings, requiring a referral from a doctor, and were done for specific reasons. MRIs don't use radiation like CT scans. A serial tech entrepreneur, Andrew Lacey, is the founder of Prenuvo.
We have a healthcare system that is reactive, that finds disease late, and because it finds it late, it causes a lot of cost to the healthcare system and worse outcomes to patients. We want to reinvent the way that we do healthcare.
Prenuvo has quickly expanded to 17 clinics and is on track to open 14 more. Starting at $999 for a torso scan, up to $4,500 for the whole body, the prices are steep, not covered by insurance, and yet there's an even pricier option. At nearly $6,000, Ezra, Prenuvo's main competitor, says they're struggling to meet the demand for their high scan.
The MRIs are wonderful because it allows you to diagnose things with great precision.
In a collaboration with biohacker Brian Johnson, the tech millionaire who famously spends $2 million a year on his blueprint quest to extend his longevity.
People who are like myself, who really enjoy the process of being proactive and measuring things, will find this scan to be very helpful.
Recently released Ezra Blueprint is an MRI and CT scan combo.
The most important thing for somebody to know is there a code red happening right now inside their body that they don't know about?
Ezra claims that 6% of their patients have found potential cancer. Prenuvo stating that between 2.5% to 5% of their patients have been alerted to a life-threatening condition, and 49% to something to monitor.
The reality is, while we might feel comforted that we've had a whole body MRI and it was clean or negative, it does not completely say that there's not a cancer in the body because of the limitations of what it can see.
There are no current guidelines for interpreting cancer risk for asymptomatic people who elect for the whole body MRI scans. Experts acknowledge this is an area that needs future research.
I used to be a professional dancer. I was a rockette for 13 years. That one's me. And I now am a director of a small family-based construction company.
46-year-old Danielle Patrick is a mom of 3 living in New Jersey.
I heard about this scan that I could do, and it just became a really important thing for me to get done. I have been a single mom who has been financially 100% responsible for 3 children. I don't buy myself new clothes and new handbags, but for me, this is where I want to spend my money.
You gotta go forward, not sideways.
Divorced for 10 years and engaged to be married, her motivation is her family.
So it is the most important thing in my life to be there for my children as long as possible. And in the best case scenario, be there for my kids' kids.
Hi.
Ooh.
Danielle has annual checkups and normal routine mammograms, the gold standard for breast cancer screening. But she says that's not enough for her own peace of mind. She's aware this type of test doesn't rule out breast cancer, but she wants to know even more about what else there could be lurking. She lost her mom to breast cancer at age 53.
She was my best friend. She was my everything. She was amazing. I wish that she had gotten scanned, and I do believe she would still be here if she had. And I don't want to ever put my children in that position to lose me. And she will forever be my driving force. And I know she'd be super proud of me.
It's the day of her scan. Danielle and her fiancé Jeff make their way to New York City.
This is it. Thanks, babe.
The moment she's been waiting for.
We
are.
A quick change, and she's off to the scanner.
We're going to come to this section over here.
Okay.
Before we begin, a couple of safety questions, okay?
Then a little distraction.
What would you like to watch today or listen to? Up to you.
To help her get through the 45-minute head-to-torso scan.
Let's put on the new Squid Game.
The MRI taking images, often called slices, of her main organs, bones, tissues, and blood vessels.
We do a little cutting here. We just leave what's important. I think you did great.
The test now over.
Just glad to be out. It was just, tight in there. Super loud. But it's over.
Yeah.
Now the hardest part, waiting for her results.
It's been just over a week since I had the scan. It's felt like a very long week. Everyone knows that I'm getting the results today, so they're also a little bit nervous.
Hello. We're on a Zoom with Danielle and a member of Prenuvo's medical group who explains the results provided by a board-certified radiologist.
I'm Dr. Vikash Modi. I have the privilege of going over your recent MRI scan results with you. The place I'm going to start is just by saying overall, we assess every patient's scan for risk of malignancy, for cancer. And your scan registered as low risk for any active malignancy. Doesn't mean that we're 0%, and it doesn't mean that something can't develop tomorrow. But as of that snapshot of the picture we took, we're in good shape. Okay.
That's amazing. Thank you. Yeah, my heart rate just completely came down.
Good.
Most of Danielle's findings are favorable.
So your brain is a healthy size and shape. We see no signs of masses, tumors, malignancies of any sort. Now, what we did spot was this little thing in the circle we call non-specific white matter hyperintensity. And the pattern sort of matches a sort of we don't know pattern, okay, which is a little scary for the patient, but for us, we know it's low risk.
Dr. Modi reminds Danielle to follow up with her primary doctor and wraps up with this guidance.
Because this needs to be sort of a roadmap now for what your next few steps are going to look like.
It's exceeded all expectations to live in this day and age and be able to do this for myself and my family. I just feel so grateful and so happy. So thank you.
I'm so thrilled to be a part of it for you.
She says the results are life-changing.
Getting the results of this scan is honestly one of the best moments of my entire life. I've spent the last decade worried that things were wrong, and it's a feeling of just complete and utter relief. And those questions that I have always had in my head since my mom passed away, it's just completely, they're almost gone now. I just feel like I have control.
Our thanks to Deborah. When we come back, a new development in the Hollywood battle royale between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. Her new allegations and his lawyer's denial. Welcome back. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni raising the octane in their he said, she said Hollywood battle royale. Her lawyer saying in a new filing that other women are prepared to testify, while his lawyer says Lively has a, quote, uncomfortable lack of actual evidence. The heated legal feud between It Ends With Us stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni.
I thought we were friends.
We are friends.
Taking a new turn.
The latest overnight on the It Ends With Us lawsuits that don't seem to end.
Lively's attorneys filing an amended complaint saying that their client was not the only woman raising concerns about the atmosphere on the set. According to the amended complaint, 2 other actresses from the movie are prepared to testify about their own experiences of alleged misconduct. In May of 2023, a female cast member reported her own concerns regarding Mr. Baldoni's unwelcome behavior to a Sony employee and one of the film's producers. In the complaint, the unnamed woman conveyed her feelings that the work on the film was suffering as a result of Mr. Baldoni's behavior. It Ends With Us was poised to be a summer blockbuster starring Hollywood royalty. Lively.
When Blake Lively steps onto the red carpet, all eyes are on her.
And her co-star and up-and-coming director, Baldoni.
It seemed to me it was a match made in heaven, promotional-wise. That didn't occur.
But what exploded months later shocked fans.
Actress Blake Lively accusing Justin Baldoni.
Blake Lively hit him with a lawsuit from Baldoni.
The two have now been embroiled in an ongoing legal saga. Lively's accusations include several claims involving sexual harassment in the workplace and accusing Baldoni of retaliation, waging a secret smear campaign to destroy her reputation.
Reputation is fluid. It can change so quickly. And with social media and public opinion, it moves even quicker.
Baldoni filed numerous claims against Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds, including extortion, defamation, and is asking for $400 million.
Just because you're a power couple doesn't mean you can just bowl your way over and take over people's lives.
In a statement, Brian Friedman, Baldoni's lawyer, said Lively's underwhelming amended complaint is filled with unsubstantial hearsay of unnamed persons who are clearly no longer willing to come forward or publicly support her claims, adding, "What is truly uncomfortable here is Miss Lively's lack of actual evidence." In a rare public appearance, as the saga continues, Lively and Reynolds attended the 50th anniversary celebration for Saturday Night Live. Comedians Tina Fey and Amy Poehler seemingly referencing the ongoing legal drama.
How's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
Baldoni's attorney responding to the quip on Hot Mics with Billy Bush.
I'm unaware of anybody, frankly, whose wife has been sexually harassed and has made jokes about that type of situation.
Baldoni and Lively are due to appear in court in early March of 2026, both parties declining mediation. For more on how this drama unfolded, watch Impact by Nightline's Blake vs. Justin, streaming now on Hulu. When we come back, a pup date on that cute little baby seal rescued from city streets. Finally tonight, the news you've been waiting for, the wayward seal pup on the mend. The Mystic Aquarium in Connecticut posting an Instagram pup date on the baby seal found wandering in New Haven. The aquarium rescuing the adorable weeks-old pup who they think got disoriented and wandered inland.
He's learning how to eat fish on his own and is receiving fluids daily to help with his hydration. And he will have his individualized treatment plan that will aid in his recovery.
They intend to help him bulk up for an eventual return to the ocean. So glad the pup's going to be okay. That's Nightline. You can watch all of our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here at the same time tomorrow. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America.